All right, next quick technique is the kind of the lower shin kick. This is the Muay Thai kick that comes across. What you're trying to do is, I'll give you more of a view of this, is if you and I were fighting like this, your objective is to swing across and kick me in that leg. So, and if I was across, and what you're doing is instead of the ninja kicks that you see people do where they snap the kick, what you're doing is you're throwing your hips and whipping that thigh, and you're using the impact of your shin to connect. So if I was to do the traditional kick, it's like this. There's no power. I mean, I could block those all day, but if you bring your hip across, you know, you do that. Now the other thing you gotta make sure you do is you want to open up your lead foot sideways when you do it. So when you're stepping, it comes across and it's already completely turned, and then it's whipped across. You've seen guys do it. When they do it, they go boom, and they come all the way around. That's why you're doing that. So if you throw it here, what you're aiming for would be basically, if you're picturing somebody standing straight up, you're going to be aiming for right here to here. Typically, I wouldn't even start out trying to go for a head kick, just because if you're short like me, you throw you off balance, you get buried, you get tackled. So I try to, because I got shorter arms, a leg kick is really good for me to keep the guys with the good gloves honest. So what I do is I throw a couple jabs, and then when I throw that next jab, I'm throwing that hip real low. I'm keeping that hand out to try to block anything, and I keep this hand up here, so like this. So I'm keeping my face protected as I come across. So it's like that, straight down, and then so what you're trying to get is that leg to move all the way across. And get your power strike straight down. And then after you get the hang of that, maybe move it up to where, you know, you might be chopping a guy's front leg here, and they'll be checking it, and you throw a couple jabs, they'll keep their hand up, and you'll see all that midsection. So what you're going to do, same kick, but you're going to bring it to the midsection this time. So it's going to come right across the ribs. And the best way to do it, make sure you always step across, because you don't want to hit the target here. You want to hit over here so your foot's traveling through the target. So it's all the way across. And the same thing with when you switch legs. You're doing the same thing on the other leg. So here, I'd be stepping to kick here, and here, I'm stepping to kick here. A little leg kick, pretty easy, real hard, very devastating.